another video. Today we're playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So don't forget to like and subscribe. This was last episode. Now we're back. We're in the court. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss May Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss May Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have the witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, not this dude. Well, he looks clueless. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by the blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss May Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. He looks clueless. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss May Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mia Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mia Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. What is it? Smack! Hey, meet me, he just threw something at me. What is this? What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked a lot of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? His eyes, man. No, Your Honor. I like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fay's arrest. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, and the lawyer. I immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss May Fey at the very moment of the murder. I just have to take me as advice and press him on anything suspicious. We had a witness. Mr. Faye's plans. How do I have to click press? We had a witness count to try. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had her hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this specific woman in pink claim was hard evidence? Oh, what? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Oh my. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the orders of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Oh, man.
Objection!
The blood was... There's one thing I want to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Miss Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? That isn't one of those lower tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No but in your way out of this one, Detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately would have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder? I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. Oh, crap. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. The prosecution point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victims lived for several minutes after the blow. Of course, I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, It's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy update in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution will like to call us next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Exactly. Oh, it's her again. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order. Introductions do not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, in my hotel room, tee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fayco law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Oh my. It was 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end, that's all I saw, every little bitchy witchy. Not the wink again. Oh, man. Well, Your Honor, I see it is a remarkable solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Mrs. May's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I gladly proceeded with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Was the autopsy at 9? And oh, I saw a woman with long hair. And that's it? Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There got to be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better just press her on the facts of it. Alright. It was 9 at night. I left the window in.
Hold it!
How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish, fatigued woman know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, May F.A., you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her fatigue. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Oh my. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon, I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee? Okay, how do you know it's a clock? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. How does she know it's a clock? That's the thing, guys. She wouldn't know. The murder looks like a stab, but...
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. And another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
Not... The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. All questions sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my questions. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law office of Bay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room, hee. The law office of Bay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on this case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have run. Your Honor, members of the court. It is a note that the clock in question ran. It's broken. I think it's broken. The clock's busted. You think? Just look at it, Your Honor. Please examine the clock. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? Well, I'm not sure I would call this broken, but I doubt it could ring. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rang. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar! Fat! Fat? Well, Miss May. Disc ticks. What? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow? He knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradictions. Oh my. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh. Ho ho. Impossible, of course. Ho ho. He's the dude that murdered her. He said ho ho. That's him. Ho ho. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... I'm checking this. Didn't it say the clockwork was removed here? Is the clock? Alright. It's the phone messages.
Take that!
Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone? Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Oh, he looking nervous. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Grumble, the good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So, you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 1920, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Huh? Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I got to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims he has seen it before. But this direct contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Because Larry made it. He made it. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in the police custody. It's possible everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Ooh, oh, ho, ho, Oh. Oh. What is it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Okay. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did, TV. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, allow me to explain how I see the truth of this matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hands. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Take that!
Have a look at this. Ooh, that's, hey. I found this in Maya's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objections overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Whoa. You have a call? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, yep. Again? What is it this time? Yep. It's a clock. It made to look like a statue. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Oh, you piece of crap. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You just lawyer. Oh. It's not fair, all of you gaining up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seeing the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. She didn't do it. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tapping her irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edward wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Haha, I like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that one off, weren't you? She's good. Well, you're not the first man you thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why? That's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Ergo, ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. What? What? So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Calling the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspiciously here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? Why? What's your reason? Yes, I hold that the wiretap had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April's alibi is not called into question after you examine the alibi is, then you will recognize that Miss Mabel was not the killer. Thus, and therefore you must also accept the verdict of guilty. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Alright, I got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Come on, bellboy. You better give me something. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea look rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. This better be good. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for four generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it into her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Yeah, I believe her. She asked for a nice kind. She brought it at 9. This is bellboy wouldn't have any reason to lie, but I have to find something to use in his testimony. One more time, I press him until he spills the beans on his tea. Alright. On the dot. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wishes to drink after she finished her. 9. The time of the murder. Alright. I'm the head. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point is being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for a nice kind. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing misery of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with a, embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not as a French kiss, or more of a peck on the cheek. Well, why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tis tis. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather cross-examination. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice have gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. Now this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Tell him about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I had a little chance with her lover there. Wait, what did he say? What did you say? Or rather quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. That was objectifiable. Objective overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Well, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Huh? He asked me not to mention it if I was to specifically ask her. You fool! Uh-oh. I done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was... the man. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet, Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My mom might want a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart immature. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense is to look into the matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. (7 2024) District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That means with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard that you arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis? Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Alright. Ask for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Save my progress, and then I'm gonna... Episode 2 is a little bit longer. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Have a wonderful day, guys.